The Young and the Restless recap for Thursday, March 13th, sees Billy and Nick stunned when they see footage of Sharon and Phyllis. Meanwhile, the women make a plan to catch their captor while Alan and Tracy celebrate their engagement. Plus, Chloe stuns Chelsea with her approval while Adam gets Victor's blessing. Adam, Mark Grossman, showed at the ranch to check on Victor's Eric Braden recovery. Victor assured him that he would be boxing again soon. Adam told him to take it easy and admitted that his father had been right. Moving to the ranch with Chelsea, Melissa Claire Egan, had been the best decision for him. They talked about how beneficial the move had been for Connor, Judah Mackey, and Adam admitted his surprise that Chelsea had started to see a future with him. Victor was glad to hear that. Everything seemed to be falling into place. They discussed Newman Media's success, and Victor admired Adam's parenting skills. Adam wanted to make his father proud and live up to his legacy, which Victor appreciated. He also admired Chelsea for reinventing herself and welcomed her into the family. Victor asked Adam what his next move would be. Adam explained that while Chelsea seemed open to a reunion, the decision was ultimately hers. Victor assured Adam of his support. Adam was happy that they were finally on the same page. Chloe Elizabeth Henriksen arrived at the old ranch for breakfast with Chelsea. Chelsea told her it had taken her time to adjust to living there. She explained that she and Adam weren't officially back together, but they were heading in that direction. Chelsea also knew that Chloe had good reasons for not trusting Adam. She expected Chloe to warn her against reuniting with him, but to her surprise, Chloe said she was lucky. Chloe admitted that offering relationship advice never helped, and even she had to acknowledge Adam's growth as a father. Chelsea was relieved, though she still wondered if she was being foolish to believe in their future. Chloe reassured her. Adam returned, and it was awkward with Chloe before she left for work. Chelsea mentioned Chloe's surprising support. Adam assumed Chloe had warned her to run, but Chelsea revealed that Chloe had actually given their relationship her blessing. He asked if that meant they were officially back together, and Chelsea told him not to mess it up. They kissed. Billy Jason Thompson and Nick Joshua Morrow tried to figure out why Billy had received a mysterious text from a closed-down medical facility. When Billy considered clicking the link, Nick warned him it could be a trap. Billy insisted it was their best lead. Faith Raylan Castor called Nick, and he told her they hadn't learned anything new. Eventually, Billy clicked the link, and they were shocked to see a live video feed of Sharon and Phyllis. Billy wanted to rush to them, but Nick thought the situation was suspicious. He wondered why the captors would reveal the women's location. Billy noticed another link on the page, which led to an animation of a skull emerging from an envelope. A text on the screen read, "Who will pay the price to save the life of the mind?" Nick and Billy got into a car and drove. Nick suggested calling Chance, and Billy agreed, notifying the police. However, Nick and Billy were determined to reach the facility first. Meanwhile, Alan Christopher Cousins sat in a park, watching the video feed of Sharon and Phyllis from the clinic basement on his phone. He wished them good luck. At the Genoa City Athletic Club, Tracy Beth Maitland told Jack Peter Bergman and Diane Susan Walters that she never expected to get married again. Jack and Diane were thrilled for her and hugged her before leaving. Later, Alan returned to his suite, where Tracy was waiting with champagne. He said she had made him a better man. They toasted, and Alan pulled out a ring. Dropping to one knee, he proposed again, and Tracy happily accepted. He slipped the ring on her finger, and she thanked him for bringing magic into her life. Alan's phone buzzed with a security breach alert, but he ignored it, focusing on Tracy and their wedding plans. Tracy suggested they marry quickly, and Alan promised their future would be breathtaking. She said she only needed him, not a fairy tale wedding. Although his phone continued buzzing, Alan ignored it. In the clinic basement, Phyllis and Sharon continued trying to pick the lock on their door. Phyllis finally made some progress, but an alarm blared, forcing them to cover their ears until it stopped. Phyllis worried no one would find them in time, but Sharon was hopeful. Realizing their captor enjoyed riddles, Phyllis examined the last clue. They deduced that their kidnapper had come in while they slept and placed new clues and poison for Sharon. They worried that they might have been killed. However, since their captor had to enter the room, they realized they could catch him. Phyllis thought turning off the camera would force their captor to intervene. Sharon worried it could make things worse, but Phyllis insisted it was a smart move. They pretended to read a book while planning their next steps. Jack and Diane went to Crimson Lights and talked about Tracy's happiness. Jack was thrilled that his sister had found love again. He believed she had written her own perfect love story. He looked forward to sharing the news with Ashley, Eileen Davidson, and Billy.